And welcome back. Well, this weekend you have an opportunity to not only have some fun with your grandkids or great-grandkids, but also to help raise money for a very important cause. We have two ladies on today. We have Jenna Kay and Katie Bootlieb. Yeah. Nice to meet you both. And you're both with the Illumination Foundation. Tell me a little bit about that. It's I went online, got an overview of it. Sounds like a great organization. But Jenna, tell me a little bit about that organization.
Well, the Illumination Foundation has been in existence for about 6 years, and we serve homeless families in Orange County.
Okay, and how do you do that? Do you find them places to live, temporary, or try and help them get back on their feet? Is that basically what happens?
Yes, you know, we were founded in 2007 when the economy was starting to really collapse. And really what we do is provide families that are homeless or in danger of being homeless with all the services they need to get out of the motel, out of their homeless situation, and into permanent housing as quickly as possible. So that we provide them with jobs. We have a workforce counseling program. If they need medical care, we help them access medical care. We provide tutoring for their children. Really, any services they need to get them back on their feet and into permanent housing as quickly as possible.
And you are based in Anaheim?
Our headquarters are actually in Irvine, but we have shelter sites throughout Anaheim, Santa Ana, and even in Costa Mesa.
Very good. It's interesting how the city of Anaheim in general, even though you're based in Irvine, but your event's going to be in Anaheim, has always kind of been on the forefront of this. You hear of that great restaurant, the White House up there, who is very involved with things like this, where I think a couple times a year, the guy opens up his restaurant to raise money for this type of a cause. And it's great that you're doing this carnival, which is, I want to remind everyone, it's coming up this Saturday up in Anaheim. Tell me a little bit about this. This is the first time you've done this. We have the information on the screen, and it sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Our first annual Carnival for Kids is our first event where we're going to raise money for our new children's program, which we recently are launching this summer. That's going to really focus in on the children in the homeless families and really help create a generational change and alleviate them from the homeless cycle.
Very good.
Yeah, this carnival is going to benefit a new children's resource center that we just opened in the Tina Pacific neighborhood. That neighborhood is right across the street from the elementary school, and it's a very run-down neighborhood. There's a lot of poverty there. Oftentimes we have volunteer groups that come that can't believe they're still in Orange County because it's such a tough neighborhood. But the children there, regardless of whatever maybe poor choices or mistakes some of their parents have made, it's no fault of the children. So we opened up this resource center so that we could provide meals for the children, we provide after-school care, we provide fitness activities, yoga, you name it, we have it. And it's all there meant for the children to make sure that we're enriching their lives as much as we can.
Yeah, and as a good point you made, that despite of what maybe the poor choices the parents have made or whatever their background is, the kids are caught in the middle there. And it's no fault of their own, and this is a way to really help them out. Now, this carnival is taking place at Esterwater Elementary School, and that's in Anaheim. It's on Rustic Lane, and I asked you right before we went on, what are the two major cross streets?
The major cross streets are Magnolia and Catella.
Okay. All right,
so right off at that corner.
Yeah, and I had said before we got on many, many years ago when I first moved down to Southern California, I live very near that area, near Magnolia and Ball, and so I kind of know. Once you said where that is, I kind of know right where that is. This fundraiser, where the carnival that's going on here, how is it that you're going to be raising funds? Is it selling the tickets to go on the different rides, or are you going to have different kind of raffles and booths and that sort of thing?
You said it. We have it all. So this is a sort of a unique event for us because we have our traditional fundraisers that we do throughout the year, and then we also have several outreach events that we do throughout the community to benefit the families. So we provide free food and activities for the kids. This is a combination of both. So at this carnival, there will be rides, food, raffle. We're raffling a beach cruiser and a 40-inch flat screen TV.
Very
so
nice.
we have, some exciting raffle items, but it's a fundraiser, so you have to purchase tickets,
Okay.
to ride on the rides and play on the activities and to enjoy the food and beverages. But we've given away over 200 free wristbands, free unlimited wristbands to children in the community.
Oh,
so
that's
all
great.
the children that live around the community that are most in need are going to be attending this carnival completely for free.
That is really nice. And I want to mention, I couldn't fit it on the screen here, that there are a lot of great sponsors that are helping out with this, if you want to mention a few of them. And some are going to be very familiar with people, In-N-Out and the Disney company, Disneyland, they're going to bring some of their chefs there, right?
Yes, and Radio Disney will also be there, so we're very excited about that.
Wells Fargo provided the underwriting for us to provide those free tickets for the children.
That is great.
Guarantee Chevrolet also was one of our major sponsors.
A stalwart place up there in the Anaheim area.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
They've been there,
Exactly.
I don't know how many decades.
Yes, and
yeah.
As you mentioned, In-N-Out Burger and BJ's Pizza.
That's
along
great.
with several, private individuals and small businesses throughout the county.
That's great. I want to give people the website. It's ifhomeless.org. And once you go on there, they have up there at the top, they have kind of a scrolling information there. But you'll see the Carnival for Kids one. That's the first one that comes up. Click on that. That will give you the information. And if they want to call, they can get information. And it should be 949. That's my fault. I didn't put that extra 9 there. 544-0372. And it's just a great thing to give back. And not only this organization, but also all the players there, all the city of Anaheim and Wells Fargo and Disney and In-N-Out and all those people. A little bit more about the Illumination Foundation. This is your first year for the carnival, but how long has this foundation been around?
We've been around since 2007.
Okay.
We were founded, as I mentioned earlier,
that's right.
out
That's
of the
what you did
need
say, yeah.
for, to really provide services for these homeless families. Orange County is a unique county. We have very limited resources when it comes to a county shelter system.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, we have a very high cost of living. So, we have very many families that are teetering on the edge, and oftentimes families come to us and both parents have jobs, but they still can't afford to stay in an apartment.
Right.
And they sort of cycle in and out of the apartment, maybe live in motels or stay in their car, and they really have no place to go. And that's why we really saw a need to help these families, help provide them the services and the resources they need to stay in one place, get stabilized, and get into long-term permanent housing.
Right, and Jenna, I think one of the hardest things for a kid is when they are staying at a motel. Right. Even if they're really young, they might be first or second grade or older, it affects their sense of well-being. When they go to school, other kids might be going, oh, I'm going home today and we're doing this and that. And I think the child, even at that age, they know I don't have a home.
They most definitely do.
Yeah.
And I know a bunch of the children that I've worked with, they struggle in calling it home. They won't invite their friends over. They'll become ashamed when people talk about vacations or just family coming over because they're in a one-room motel.
Right.
And it's just, they know it's not a home, they know that it's a roof over their head, and unfortunately in Orange County, because there is not a shelter program, and we do have different ways to get them into apartments, but that transition period, maybe in a motel, it's better than being on the street, but it's still really, really detrimental to their growth and development.
Yeah, it is. Well, here's how all of you can help. Again, this is the Carnival for Kids. It takes place up there in Anaheim from 11 o'clock in the morning, and you can 11 to 8 p.m. Go on to the website for more information, ifhomeless.org, and that way you can get directions to where this is and all the information about how just by being there and getting some of these ride tickets and participating in raffles and all that stuff, you can help out. Thanks again to all your sponsors. That's really nice to do. Thank you for both of you coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks
Nice
for
to meet
having
you
us.
both.
Good
Very
to
good.
meet you too.
Folks, we'll be right back with more of this day.